What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing the review of Raw. Started off with a recap of last week, the announcement of the Fatal 4-Way. Then Kurt Angle comes out. He announces the triple threat match for tonight with Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe. He also makes mention that today is the 21st anniversary of his winning his first gold medal. As Kurt Angle starts to leave, Brock Lesnar comes out. They come out to the ring. Paul Heyman says that Kurt Angle is stacking the deck against Brock Lesnar so he can lose at SummerSlam. And Paul Heyman says if Brock Lesnar loses at SummerSlam, both Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman will be leaving the WWE. Yay. Cool. Awesome. We come to our first match, the Hardy Boys versus the Club, with the Revival at the commentary desk. The Hardy Boys had control of the first part of the match, and as usual, after the commercial bit, the Club took over. It was a decent match. Jeff Hardy got the Swanton Bomb for the pin. We then come to a 6-man tag match with the Cruiserweights. Akira Tozawa, Rich Swann, and Cedric Alexander versus Arya Daivari, Tony Nese, and TJ Perkins. Why? This match makes no sense. 6 guys, only 2 of them have a storyline together. It was a wasted match. It was nothing but filler. The team of Tozawa, Swann, and Cedric Alexander won. We then come to Miz TV, where Maurice and the Three Stooges come out. The announcer guest is Jason Jordan. He comes out, and I swear his entrance music sounds like some bad music that came out of a Sound Blaster 16. Comment down below if you know what a Sound Blaster 16 is. The Miz offers Jason Jordan a spot on the Miztourage. I guess I would make him Shemp, I guess. Jason Jordan says no. The Miz tries to attack Jason Jordan, and Jordan suplexes the Miz into Curly and Dallas and Axel. Which brings our next match, Seth Rollins versus Sheamus. Earlier in the night, Seth Rollins walked into Sheamus and Cesaro, mouthed off a little bit, which started this matchup. It was an alright match. Sheamus had control of it for a good portion of it. Towards the end, Seth Rollins fired back and got the pin. Sheamus and Cesaro start beating up on Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose comes out to try to help. He gets his ass handed to him. I'm not sure with these last 2 bits if we're changing storylines. Thankfully, hopefully, we'll have Sheamus and Cesaro versus Ambrose and Rollins, and we'll have Jason Jordan versus The Miz. It's different. We haven't seen it before, so hopefully we'll have this done. Then good old Flashy McWyatt comes in, the eater of burgers. He comes into the ring and says there's no escape. Yeah, Wyatt, there's no escape. We're stuck with this stupid gimmick. He runs down the crowd, he runs down Balor, the lights go out, and the lights start flashing red, which kind of hints on Balor going to his demon persona for SummerSlam. The lights come back on, Finn Balor's in the ring, has his back turned towards Wyatt. Wyatt tries to attack him, Finn Balor beats the shit out of him, knocks him into the crowd. We then have our triple threat match, which I kind of thought was going to be at the end of the night for the main event, but Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman. I thought for a second that they started this early so that there would be some interference or run-in from Brock Lesnar, but there wasn't. Right at the get-go, Braun Strowman clears the ring. Then Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe take turns of beating up Braun Strowman. Strowman ends up throwing the ring steps into the ring. Roman Reigns hits Braun Strowman with the steps. Roman Reigns then spears Samoa Joe and gets the pin. It was kind of a predictable match, being that they're trying to push Roman Reigns. We then have Elias Samson versus Kalisto. This was a squash match, but the only thing I'll say, at least it's something new. Elias Samson got the pin on that match. We then have Bayley versus Nia Jax. It was a decent match. It forwarded the story a little bit. Nia Jax lost to Bayley by a count out. We then come to the main event of the night, Big Show versus Big Cass. Enzo Amore comes out, runs his mouth as usual. As soon as Big Cass gets in the ring, Big Show starts beating the hell out of him before the bell rings. He continues to beat down on him. Big Cass chops Big Show's knee and then starts pounding down on the Big Show. Enzo jumps in, gets on Big Cass's back, and gets the Big Show disqualified. Enzo gets beaten, Big Show gets up and knockout punches Big Cass. This was actually a decent Raw. I didn't quite agree with the 6-man tag match. Even the storyline between Tozawa and Daivari, it didn't help that match, help that story anywhere. It was a filler match. It really went nowhere. The Elias Samson and Kalisto match was filler as well, albeit I'll give them credit. It's at least something new. But that'll do it for this week's Raw recap. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Raw review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this video, what you thought of Raw. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.